Hi, I'm Noel from 8 Circuit Studios, and I'm looking forward to introducing you to the Project Genesis Pre-Alpha Libra milestone. In this milestone, we have focused on introducing significant amounts of new content for you to enjoy, while also refining and improving existing features and systems in-game. With more tools, equipment, abilities, and systems at your disposal, your options for dominating your opponents in-game have never been better. You've asked for optics to be added to the FPS arsenal, and we agree that it's about time we got some in your hands. Our first round of optics has been implemented in Libra, and you'll now find an array of new iron sights, red dot sights, thermal scopes, and long-range sniper scopes on the majority of your favorite FPS weapons. With the addition of the newly added optics, a variety of magnification options has been allocated across the various optic designs, broadening your ability to strategize your approach in-game and further tailor your favorite playstyle. Whether you want to get up close and personal with your enemies, prefer to take high precision shots from elevated positions in the distance, or mix it up somewhere in between, you now have multiple options in FPS weaponry for whatever playstyle you bring to the battlefield. If you're excited about the new FPS optics coming into the game, just wait until you see the first two of our brand new weapon models in-game. Behind the scenes, we have been hard at work building out custom FPS weapon models exclusive to Project Genesis, and the first two we're getting into your hands are the Trio SMG and the Bozar 50 caliber LMG. We can't wait to see you get in game and destroy your opponents while wielding these toys of destruction outfitted with a new look and feel. And we are excited to continue to add even more new weapon models in the upcoming milestones so you can climb the leaderboards in style. Also, in addition to the new FPS optics and models, we've added aim-down sights separate sensitivity options that are now available for you in settings, so you can fine-tune your hipfire to ADS sensitivity values to make you even more lethal in combat. So many of you have provided feedback related to our previous spawning system and have identified valid concerns with the ability for players to spawn camp opponents in avatar form. In Libra, we are introducing the first of many upcoming refinements to the spawn system overall with the implementation of dynamic spawns for FPS environments. The new dynamic spawning system uses a weighting system to grade all spawn points based on factors including distance from enemies and friendlies, line of sight to enemies, previous deaths nearby, and many others. After factoring in all relevant data, the new spawning system chooses the highest rated spawn point and inserts the respawning avatar in a manner that allows for more competitive integrity. When you respawn, you will now be able to get your bearings, choose a course of action, and jump into the fray. Speed is king in so many ways, and your ability to chase down your opponents or rush behind cover to avoid incoming damage is critical. With that in mind, we have added tactical sprint to avatar movement and tactical boost to battlecraft. When layered on top of the avatar sprint and battlecraft boost functions, these additions provide a temporary burst of extra speed so you can close the distance on an enemy dodging your output damage or rush away to safety when your health pool is critical. Countermeasures for battlecraft dogfights are one of the most requested features that we've received over the past milestones, and in Libra, we have added the first two countermeasures to enter the game. With the Flares ability and the Reflect Projectiles ability, you will now be able to choose the ability that suits your playstyle the best and have additional protection from incoming attacks. Combined with the newly implemented Battlecraft Tactical Boost, your survivability potential in space combat is at an all-time high. We said we've been focusing on getting new content into your hands, and we weren't lying. We have been rigorously iterating on designs for new maps over the past several months, and we are excited to get the early versions of these into your hands to try. In their current state, these maps are considered white box maps. This simply means that although the map layout designs have gone through multiple iterations, they haven't been outfitted with the textures and props you're accustomed to seeing in the existing Project Genesis maps. However, we were too excited about seeing what you can do with these new combat spaces to leave them out, so we're giving you these experimental maps to do battle in. This is the perfect chance to try out the new FPS optics and weapon models in environments that are larger in scale than any of the current FPS spaces. Unlock access to these new environments by reaching level 10 in-game and use the newly implemented filter option to explore the latest maps. Target identification and target acquisition are critical components of competitive FPS gameplay, and we've made significant adjustments to many areas within the FPS environments to increase your visibility in combat. With the implementation of Phase 1 Material Performance Pass as the first of several additional iterations, we have reduced the detail within the FPS combat spaces to increase visibility and optics performance. Favoring detail, coloring, and texturing in key spaces within the environment and reducing them in generalized areas ensures that you are more easily able to locate your opponents and focus the majority of your energy on your target acquisition and gun skills. We know sound is a critical component for information, tactical strategy, and combat, and in Libra, we've made sweeping changes to the audio in-game. Occlusion, attenuation, movement, weapons, throwables, objectives, and match state have been updated to provide you the most relevant and high-priority information needed for you to be victorious in-game. You'll now notice in-game that actions being performed close to you are much louder than those in the distance, but you'll still be able to hear far sounds at a reduced volume so you can stay informed about the greater battle space. In addition to a wide array of new sound effects in-game, dynamic new musical cues and transitions have been added to both immerse you in the heat of the action while also keeping you up to date on the status of the match or game. Dominion is a game mode that you have expressed a love for in Project Genesis, but you've also provided valuable feedback to us for how to improve the gameplay in this mode. We've listened to your input, and in Libra, we've made significant changes to several aspects of Dominion. In addition to refining and improving the in-game messaging regarding point capture, and updating information within your HUD, we've also adjusted several key components of this game mode. In response to your feedback regarding the average length of Dominion matches and expressing your desire for them to be longer, we've increased the total number of points needed to win from 1,000 to 2,000, doubling the average length of a match. We've also added team influence advantage when capturing points, allowing you to more rapidly capture any given point if more than one team member is present on the point during capture. In addition to the features and improvements mentioned previously, we've also implemented a new backend system, allowing for countless options to reward you further in-game, further balanced FPS weapons and battlecraft movement, improved messaging in your HUD, added battlecraft ADS target locking, and much more. We are grateful for your continued support of Project Genesis and the valuable contributions that each of you have made to the development of the game, and we can't wait to see what you think of the new additions in this milestone update. See you in the lobby, pilots.